Yo, guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've not done already, subscribe to Off the Campus Boxing, like the video, and do all of those amazing stuff. What a it's been an eventful day. Big up everybody as well. Big up, big up, big up. This is for the Joyce versus Christian Hamer. Is it Hamer or Hammer? Someone let me know. Maybe I'm constantly butchering his name, and maybe it's actually Hamer and not Hammer. I call it Hammer, but let me know what you guys are saying in the comment section below. Who do you guys have winning? Because there is a lot to talk about in terms of Christian Hamer versus Joyce and the state of the heavyweight boxing scene. If you're just coming into the video live, please hit the subscribe button. That will be I'll be absolutely grateful if you guys can do that. And if you haven't done it already, subscribe to Off the Canvas Boxing as well. I'm not sure how many people are in live as well, but this is a Tete versus Cunningham. I've literally just came back into the house, guys. This was actually supposed to be for 9:45, but my eyes started getting dry, so I went to the shop, bought some eye drops. These not just sponsored me for Big Man Thing. But anyway, big up everybody as well. Big up Coach's Corner. If you guys haven't done already, subscribe to Coach's Corner. I swear, the the jokes that we got off the other day was elite. Was absolutely elite. But man, Skyline, the Samuel, Shmuel, big up, bro. Always love for the support that you've been showing me as well, and I really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart as well. If you guys can click the like and subscribe button, that would be great. But let's talk about, bro. I was off the stream with KG or Ronaldo. And that, wow, what a stream! What a stream! Big up Eagle Eye Boxing, Eagle Eye Football. I keep saying that. I keep saying Eagle Eye Boxing. Big up Eagle Eye Football and big up Maria as well. They've been doing some content around the Euro women's football. So if you guys haven't done already, subscribe to their channel, Eagle Eye Football. Watch out for the support as well. Big up Hannah as well from Eagle Eye. Absolutely. Big up Hannah. Absolutely. We're close. We're this close. Bro, it's only a matter of time, and I think it's just a matter of patience and gratitude. But wow, like 450, that is a lot, bro. It might not seem a lot, but whoa, I just see the knockout. What a knockout! But yeah, Tete backing off, quick slip, jab, 1-2, khalas. But yeah, when it comes to like some bro, like each one of you guys, I really appreciate it, man. I think I met SWJ. I could be mistaken. I hope that I'm not mistaken it by somebody else. But I met SWJ the other day in Travis's show. I was like, yeah, bro. Like it was very heartwarming as well. So, yeah, for every person, I'm eternally grateful for the support that you guys have been showing me as well. I really appreciate it. But yeah, Mario, bro, I've been great, bro. Bro, there's not a lot. Bro, nowadays, there's barely any boxing, man. This is what's annoying, bro. Yeah, I think I was about to stay up early this morning for Ryan Garcia versus who's Ryan Garcia about to face? I can't remember. I think it's Harry Fortuna. Yeah, and that fight got pulled. So what? It's Magsayo versus Ramirez, bro. I'm not staying up for that, bro. Big man thing. I like Magsayo, but it's not. This is not the level that we want to stay up for, fam. We stay like next week. Next week we have Chisora versus Parker, guys. Yeah, that one is going to be elite. In terms of who I think is going to win, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think this is a battle of the gatekeepers. Battle of the gatekeepers, because big man thing. If Chisora wins, he could go on a pace, maybe. I don't know. See, this is the part. I don't know. Maybe he could if he beats Pulev, it's Deontay Wilder a good, a person for him to fight afterwards. Probably it depends how the fight goes. If he knocks out Pulev, it looks amazing. I'm up for that fight. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But yeah, I've been remarkable. Where's Joe Joyce? Where does Joe Joyce go from here, bro? This is the problem, bro. Where does Joe Joyce go, guys? If you guys can let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Where does Joe Joyce go from here? Good question. I think it's tough. Joe Joyce is top 6, top 7 heavyweights in the world. He's facing a guy that I would not put really and truly in my top 20. If I have to be as honest as possible, I would have put Christian Hammer, whatever you want to call him, in my top 20. Which leads me to believe that I don't think that he would get ratings if he beats Christian Haber, nor necessarily he would get a lot of, slack if he looks kind of bad against Christian Haber because he's been out the ring for some considerable amount of time. His last fight was against Carlos Takam. I can't remember what that fight was, but that was sometime last year. I think it was autumn last year. And so Christian Haber, to get your cobwebs off, I'm not going to hold it really against you. For me, Joe Joyce is in a sticky situation. He's with BT and he's with Frank Warren. There's no other top, heavyweights with Frank Warren other than Tyson Fury, who is retired. Retired. Let's say that again. Retired, yeah. Because big bad thing. If I put money on it, I don't think he's retired. But anyway, other than that, he's got no other heavyweights. So what? Daniel Dubois, who is already beaten. So where does he go from there? In my opinion, I know this might sound bad, but I think that he should go to Eddie Hearn. I think they should do whatever he can to go to Eddie Hearn because he's at the twilight years of his career. He's got how many fights has he got left in his career? I would say he's got about. It's tough because he's old, but he's very functional. He's got he's got a granite chin. He's slow, but he's one of those styles that can last quite a considerable amount of time. George Foreman was very durable towards when he was late, in his 40s. He was slowish to an extent, but he had a very good jab as well. So he can last quite a considerable amount of time. But really and truly, Joe Joyce, he has to go with Eddie Hearn after this. Because Eddie Hearn has got the likes of Dillian White. He's got, who else has he got? Good question. I think Eddie's losing these heavyweights at all. Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk. So it makes sense to go to Eddie because that's where the belts are going to be. Anybody, anywhere else, really, truly, you're losing your marbles. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Did I miss the stream? No, you didn't, bro. You just tuning in. I didn't see him get the title shot anytime in the next 2 years. 2 years is tough. It depends who's got the belt. It's very, very dependent on who's got the belts. Because if Usyk's got the belts, do I see him fighting Joyce in the next 2 years? Yes. Because I think that if Usyk beats Joshua, I think that Fury will remain retired. And having said all of that, in my opinion, if Fury remains retired and Usyk still got the belts, Usyk could be looking for other opponents. Who else is going to fight? Deontay Wilder, one opponent. Joseph Parker or Joe Joyce will be on that, on the list, especially with the WBO because he's highly ranked as well. And the WBO are arseholes about it. They will be like, bruv, we want the mandatory fulfilled today. Even though the mandatory was the last mandatory that was fulfilled, they will push their one to the front again because of money as well. So it makes sense for Joyce to go to Matchroom and wait his turn for the next couple of years. Who the WBC are taking a piss as well, so it's peak. He just needs to keep. He just needs to stay active, and for me, I think he'll get one title shot in his career. So he's got to make the most of it because I don't think he's going to get two title shots. It's literally one and out. Some certain people like Pulev fight Klitschko 5-6 years later. You can fight Anthony Joshua. That's absolutely calm, you know. And I love the person Dillian White. He could lose to Anthony Joshua. That was for British title shot, but you get the gist. Come for 3-4 years later now, loses to Tyson Fury. So for me, I don't think it's the if Joe Joyce loses, it's over effectively for his title chances, unless he tries to go for a vacant belt, and therefore, what's the point? Right, I did it. Oh, I picked Pulev to versus Chisora because I am Bulgarian. Big up my Bulgarian massives, yeah. Big up Marlo Rusev, yeah. I remember early when I was streaming, I think I was streaming one of my first ever watch-alongs. I don't know if it was the first one, but it was one of them. Was Pulev versus Joshua, and bruv, the amount of love I had from Bulgarians was like, I was like, wow, bruv, like you lot, big you guys up, man. Big up the Bulgarian massive. Pulev looks a lot faster than Chisora, even if he's more older, and I believe he has more power still. It's tough because Chisora is a person that you do not want to fight. I think Chisora's got power for what he did against Takam, for what he did against Spilka, those one punch knockouts, and also against David Price as well. You've got to have power. You've got to have power. But I think that the durability of Pulev, from what I've seen in the last fight against Anthony Joshua, I know his last fight wasn't Anthony Joshua, it was Jerry Forrest, and then before that it was Anthony Joshua. He was quite, durable to an extent, and he is, in my opinion, the favorite going into this fight, albeit Chisora lost to a good Joseph Parker, and he was really out of it. So he's not going to give up. But ultimately, I think Chisora needs the good performance, and he needs, because what is he going to do after? Chisora is literally just here for the paydays, and I think Deontay Wilder is a good opponent for him. He'll be down and out, like will be one punch knockout, put him to sleep, and it won't be too much damage on the head compared to somebody like I don't know, a Pulev that will just constantly just pound you on your head and create that residual brain damage. I think Deontay Wilder just that lullaby right hand and get you keep it moving. But that's just in my opinion. Big up Jay Lanks as well, always showing love and support. Much love to Jay Lanks. Joyce versus Chisora. They don't think Fish Eyes will put up the money for that. Don't think Fish Eyes will put the money up for that. I'm here for it. It's pointless for Joyce though. But is it? Let's have a think about it. Let's really have a think about it. Joe Joyce is number one in the WBO. He's looking for a title shot. Who has the belts? Tyson Fury's holding one belt hostage. It is what it is. The other three belts are held by Alexander Usyk. Is coming up, his rematch in Anthony Joshua. In about that's going to happen 20th of August. Joyce is fighting now, so he can squeeze another fight in the end of the year. If Usyk wins, he goes on to an undisputed bout, or hoping to have an undisputed bout with the WBC belt. That's going to be a bit sticky if Tyson Fury remains retired, doesn't want to fight Usyk for that undisputed title. It makes sense for Tyson Fury to do so. I think he'll win. But if that's not the case, that means it's tough, Where does that leave Joe Joyce? Joe Joyce would have to wait at least the next fight, in December, it's not going to be for a title fight. The following year in May, April, it's not going to. I doubt that's going to be for a title fight either. The next mandatory after that is the IBF, followed by I think the WB. No, I think it's the WBA first. Yeah, it's the WBA. It's the first one in the mandatory queue, followed by the IBF, and then the WBO afterwards. It's tough, man. He's gonna have to basically risk it, man. He's gonna risk it, and he's gonna basically hope and pray that Anthony Joshua gives him a voluntary defense, or Usyk gives him a voluntary defense. Whoever's got the belt, because he's not going to get the belt anytime soon based on a mandatory. That's just in my opinion. Unless he speaks to the WBO and does some funny business, well, the WBO, I don't think they'll be pushing for it either. Really thinking about it, because they would want Usyk to fight Deontay Wilder, Dillian White, like a lot of other people, just to make up the money. The last person they'll be looking to fight is Joyce, But then they've got the amateur background history that they can really sell that fight on. But if Usyk beats Joshua the second time, then I don't think he's got a hope. I don't think Joyce has got a hope in play to beat Alexander Usyk. No way. Unless he goes in and just starts swinging hell for leather, where we're not really expecting that. The Juggernaut has not got in my opinion, has got no chance to face or to beat Alexander Usyk. That's just in my opinion. Big up Uncle Jonah, always showing love and support. Much love to Uncle Jonah. Much love to Jay Lanks, Coach's Corner. Big up, big up, big up. I one away from 450. Guys, I swear, guys, click the sub button. I'm saying it like it's the one I'm pointing at the screen. Okay, let me ask nicely. Please, can you guys, you guys are jokes. Absolutely smash that like button, exercise those thumbs. Fury versus Usyk. Sorry for the spelling. I think Fury will win that fight personally. If I'm talking about my opinion, I think Fury will win that fight. What can Usyk? Unless Usyk has some, power when he goes into the heavyweight scene. I'm talking about if he goes in and knocks out Anthony Joshua round one, then I'll be thinking, whoa. But even so, Dillian White has got more power than Alexander Usyk, in my opinion. And look at Fury up to Dillian White. Does Chisora have more power than Usyk? I think so as well. I think so. I think Chisora's got more power than Alexander Usyk. And look how that went. Deontay Wilder's got more power than Alexander Usyk. And also, I don't think that Fury could stay behind the jab, lean, like he could just do some shithousery way of win. Unless Alexander Usyk, it's tough because Alexander Usyk has, even though he's got a lot of experience, I think he's got about, close to 400 amateur fights, Olympic gold medalist. Well, he's undisputed cruiserweight champion and unified heavyweight champion. In all of his experience, I think it's very, very unlikely that he would have come up against somebody like a Tyson Fury on more than one occasion. Really and truly, if I have to be as honest as possible, I don't think he would have faced anybody like a Tyson Fury. The closest, you can't even get the closest person. He may have faced somebody who's tall, maybe face somebody who's got a long jab, maybe face somebody who likes to clinch a lot. But somebody who's about 6'9" that can move like a middleweight, unlikely. I really, really, really doubt it. That's just in my opinion. Big up, guys. If you guys could click the sub button, that would be remarkable. Shout out to Raj, always showing love and support. I appreciate Raj as well for always jumping on the channel as well. I appreciate it. Who is the title holder? There's 2 title holders. Well, let me just break it down to you in simple terms. There's 4 major belts, 3 of which are held by Alexander Usyk. 1 is held by Tyson Fury, who currently is retired. He has 1 year to decide. Well, I think it's 1 year. 1 year to decide what he's going to do, whether he's going to retire, whether he's going to remain the WBC champion. After 1 year, he's allowed a voluntary, or within that 1 year. Is it within that 1 year or after 1 year? It doesn't really matter because it's going to be a while from now anyway. He has the option, the option to have a voluntary defense because he just fulfilled his mandatory against Dillian White. After he does the mandatory defense, after he does the voluntary defense, he would then have to fight a mandatory shortly afterwards. Well, at least that's how it's supposed to go. Because Deontay Wilder and Mauricio Solomon, bro, I'm not gonna lie here. Between me and you, between me and the you guys in the comment section below, I think Wilder was cheating on his business with Mauricio Solomon. Like really and truly, because the amount of leeway this guy was effectively the president of the WBC, but he wasn't. He didn't have the title, but he just made up his own rules. That's exactly what that's it. He decided. He said to the WBC, "Listen, guys, I'm not gonna fight Dillian White, and I'm gonna freeze you out for 2 years." And he throws Dillian White out for 2 years. Madness, absolute madness. He chose who he wanted to fight as a mandatory. He had the most leeway I've probably ever seen in a while. Probably, and you know what? Spencer Field could probably tell you that there's, Larry Holmes probably had a long leeway back in the day, but to my understanding, maybe it's just my young age. I've not seen a champion be given that much leeway. Well, apart from the WBA, mind you, boxing is a bit effed up, bruv. Because the more I think about it, the more madness it is. Anyway, listen, guys, 16 watching, 50 watching live. Because you guys could get a sub button, that would be remarkable. Absolutely, big up. Fury has 2 belts, the Ring Magazine belt as well. I don't count the Ring Magazine belt. Me personally, the reason why I don't count the Ring Magazine belt is because there's no mandatories for it. There's no qualifications for that belt. You're almost awarded by it by a group of writers. I don't count that belt. I know it's very sacred to the sport of boxing. I know it's been in boxing from the time of, I think, Jack Johnson as well. Speaking about history as well, I've got a reaction video tomorrow. Rocky Marciano reaction video from Rated D Production. That was very good. And if you haven't done it already, there's a lot of I've done a couple of reactions to a few old fighters, from Sonny Lester to Rocky Marciano to Jack Johnson. That's in my playlist, Boxing History. So you click on the playlist, you'll see it there. Well, another video like that will be out tomorrow. And I might do a couple of more because I made a discovery on a new channel out there that compiles documentaries of old fighters, and it looks good. So we'll look at it. We'll give it a 1 or 2 review behind the camera, and then we'll give it the green light for us to do more reactions to it. But stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, the Ring Magazine, I don't class that as a major belt. I class Ring Magazine as what is Ring Magazine? If I had to say in football, it's very difficult to. It's very difficult because Ring Magazine, lineal championship, stuff like that. It's fam. If this is what we're going off, I need more basically. I need more because this is what's holding back boxing, lineal championship and stuff like that. I value it to an extent, but there's in a 4 belt era, soon to be a 5 belt era, maybe even a 6 belt. Maybe they may separate the companies. Match may have their own belt. All of these lineal championships, if you go back, it might not mean anything. It's a bit like a cup winners' cup. Like it might not mean anything. The way that Usyk is the heavyweight champ, right? Yeah, absolutely. What do you think of Big Up Raj? What do you think of Deontay Wilder's new album? I need to see it. I need to listen to it. Juggernaut's going in the ring, guys. I would like comment on the ring walk, but it's not great. But anyway, a couple of more questions before we head on to the live stream, which is going to be absolutely amazing. What do you think of the? I haven't listen, guys. If you want me to do a reaction to that, I might do it, but I'm gonna. It's not my type of music, but I might give it a listen. I might give it a listen. Let me know what you guys think. Is boxing faded away? No. It depends. It's not faded away. It's a bit different, and I'll tell you why it's different. Boxing in the 60s and the 70s was a sport where basically it's like a big party event. People like would huddle around the radio. You will listen to how the fight plays out and who won. And then it was like an event type of a thing. The way there. Nowadays, you've got streams, YouTube boxing. Like it's a completely different sport. And I think that it would be on the rise. And the reason why I say it'd be on the rise is because in a lot of sports, from tennis to football, there isn't a lot of supporters of teams anymore. There's a lot of people who support players. Like you have a lot of Ronaldo fans, you'll have a lot of Messi fans, you'll have a lot of all over the place. And I think in this specific sport of boxing, I think that might come to its benefit because you can support an actual fighter, you can support a couple of other fighters here and there, and you may fall in love with the sport. And plus, I think the competition is at its high, or it's getting more and more and more higher, especially with the strength of conditioning. So, in my opinion, I think this is how it went. I think it went high in the 70s, 80s. Early noughties, it may have had a slight little dip in America. In Europe, it increased there. And then from 2012 onwards, I think it really picked up, both in the UK or mainly in Europe. In America, it may be dying to an extent because I don't. If you think about it, guys, there isn't as much top level American champions today than it was 20, 30 years ago. The way there. Whereas there's probably a little bit more top level UK fighters now than there was years ago. The way there. Maybe this competition was relative, but there's a lot of top level boxers in a lot of divisions in the UK compared to before. So I think it's the scales are tipping a bit. It's a different trajectory. Community shows its ring legacy to an extent, yeah. All right, guys. Hold on, give you one moment. I'm going to close the door. All right, guys, we're going to score this round by round. So, well, we might not have to, might not have to do it because it might be a first round knockout. But can't you imagine Christian Haber to knock? Or can you imagine Christian Haber to knock out Joyce? Absolutely. Shout out all you man for the love of the support. 450. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Big up Raj as well. All right. We'll come back to the comments in a bit, guys, because the first round is about to take place. All right. Seconds out. Boom. Let's go. All right. Round number 1. Wow. Christian Haber's out of shape. I'm trying to lose weight as well, guys. And looking at Christian Haber, it gives me motivation, bro. Good right hand by Joyce. Joyce is got his, as usual, high guard. Jab to the body by Joyce. Okay. Fade, jab to the body by Joyce. Christian Haber with a solid left hook to the body, right hook upstairs. Okay. Christian Haber evaded the shots of Joyce. Joyce goes to try to close down the distance. Good jab by Joyce. Joyce, right hand jab. Christian Haber doesn't look like he's going down without a fight. I think I saw Christian Haber against Huey Fury and he looked really poor. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. All right, the clinching. Wow, what a Joyce right hand. Good right hand by Christian Haber. What a good right hand. It landed right on the chin of Joyce. Okay, good right hand by Christian Haber as well. Christian Haber is very accurate with his punches. Really watching this fight, and a lot of his punches will not be wasteful. Good right uppercut to the body. Good uppercut by Joyce. Left hook right hand by Joyce. Right hand by Christian Haber. Wow, looping right, and it's all landing. Joyce's defense is whack and poor in this fight, and it has been against the Carlos Takam fight as well. Can he improve on that defensive work? Even though he's got a good chin, it's if you keep getting hit with stupid, silly shots, your punch resistance will weaken. Good. All right, clinching. 24 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, I'll do it. You know what? I'll do this. Oh, good right hand. Good left hook by Christian Haber. Okay. Whoa, good right hand by Christian Haber. Okay. Let's go. Are you not seeing what I'm seeing? Good jab to the body by Christian Haber. Wow. Okay, guys. We just hit 450 sub, guys. Really appreciate all of the love and support that you guys have been providing me. I never thought they would do it on this stream. Well, that wasn't really their aim, but I appreciate that you guys are doing it. Onwards and upwards, try to go all the way, guys. I really appreciate it as well. There's a movement that's coming in place on YouTube boxing, and you guys are going to be a part of it, man. So I appreciate all of the love and support. Now, big up as well. Coach's Corner. I appreciate the support as well. But what a round from flipping Christian Haber, bro. What a round from Christian Haber. This is what I would say, yeah. If you just go for it, yeah, you never know what happens. Advice to AJ. Right hand, left hook, right hand. Good by Joyce. Joyce is really stepping up. Joyce is currently being trained by Ismail Salas. I'm about to say Salas, one of the best trainers in the world at this present moment of time. Good right hand by Christian Haber. And do you know what it is? He's so accurate with it. Maybe it's the case where Joyce is such a big target. He's like, boom, oh fucking hell. And you can't really miss him. Good jab to the body by Joyce. Jab to the body, jab to the head to Joyce. Right hand by Joyce. Christian Haber. Good right hook, but misses. Okay. This is getting better. This is getting a lot more fruitful. I thought this fight was going to be dead, guys, personally. But really, this is getting better and better and better. Let's go. Right hand, left hook, right hand by Joyce. Good uppercut by Joyce. Man, like shoulder roll. Frank Warren is watching it from the front seat in shock. He's probably thinking, how far, like what's been going on to this guy? Is this guy drunk? Right hand by Joyce. Right hand, left, right hand. Right hand. Jab, jab. Left hook, right hand by Joyce. Jab, jab to the body. Joyce is really cooking here. Left, right, left by Christian Haber. Left hook, right looping shot. Good by Christian Haber. Can't lie. Joyce is just looking good in this fight. He's picking it up, but he needs to wake up, bruv. He looks like he's been sleeping in this fight. Somebody needs to splash water in his face and be like, bruv, Joe, mate, wake up, bruv. Are you drunk, bruv? My coach, one of my trainers just said that to me, bruv. I'll be doing pads and he'll be like, yo, you drunk? He used to bug me. But he was right, though. I weren't drunk, but I weren't, like, I was messing up, basically. Ooh, left hook. Ooh, good job by Christian Haber. Guys, this is a good fight, Maybe I've been deprived from top-level boxing for a while, and I have to wake up early hours on Sunday morning to watch top-level boxing, and maybe it's like my body is not really as hyped as it would be on a lovely Saturday evening. But this appears to be a good fight to me, guys, personally. Let me know you guys think in the comment section below. Okay, Joyce needs to step up. Absolutely. Hold on. Ismail Charles is saying to Joyce, keep going, jump to the body, keep it moving. Anyway, Joyce needs to step up. Absolutely. He doesn't look comfortable. Agreed. Big up Raj. Go to corner. Need to get you on for boxing stream. Don't want to just do football. Yeah, man. Absolutely, Hanno, man. Absolutely. You don't like Arsenal like me, so it's calm. Hammer maybe is going to win. Okay, let's go. We're into round number 3. Big up Ash as well. Ash has turned up, guys. Much love for the support, Ash. Raj. Hammer went pie shop before the fight. Absolutely. Skylux went Greg's before and came to scrap. But I don't know how you look at the outside. It's how you fight and your conditioning. Good job by Joyce. Good defense by Christian Haber. I think this will be really overlooked by the commentary team because against Huey Fury, it worked great. But this, he's got a very tight guard. Every shot is being, or a lot of shots are being defended against. Good, so. Oh, Christian Haber may be out. Oh, good right hand by Christian Haber. Jab by Joyce. Right hand by Christian Haber. Slip, right hook. Good. Joyce. Left hook, right hook, left hook, right hook, jab. 1, 2. Good by Joyce. He's really stepping up now. Right uppercut by Joyce. Jab. All right. Joyce looks like he's about to get in his rhythm. Christian Haber looks very, very uncomfortable. A minute and a half left on the clock in round number 3. I can't see this fight lasting the distance. If it does, this is a very, a very bad look for Joyce. Christian Haber backing up to the ropes. Good left hook to the body by. Ooh, Ooh, okay, this is getting better and better and better. Christian Haber, he's just clipping Joe Joyce at random times, hooks over upstairs, hooks onto the body. Joe Joyce is just plowing through, tries to, manhandle those shots, catch it on the chin and take it like a man. Even though it's a stupid tactic, but it's been working for Joe Joyce. He's got one of the most granite chin in the sport of boxing. Good right hand jab, one, and jab uppercut by Joe Joyce. He's basically uppercutting the body. Joe Joyce getting caught out again with another right hook by Christian Haber. 20 seconds left on the clock. This is a solid Joyce round. Christian Hammer. Ooh, Joe Joyce with a good left hook to Christian Hammer's temple. Christian Hammer taking a knee, complaining that it's the back of the headshot. The clock has gone, but it looks like he'll be surviving the bell. Three rounds in, and all of a sudden, Christian Haber's already on the floor. I don't see him lasting for a long time. But the first two rounds was really, really concerning if you're watching it from a Joe Joyce standpoint. Asma. Hammer shouldn't have ordered that extra pie. Absolutely. Christian Hammer should just... Do you know what it is? He's not a bad boxer. Like, I promise you right, this guys, if he had good strength and conditioning, because he's got natural skill, and you can tell he's got a little bit of natural skill. But because he's so overweight, I hate to say, guys, he's so overweight that he's always huffing and puffing, always fatigued. Like, it's not good, guys. This is why you need to be committed, especially for heavyweight boxer. Other weights you can get away with it because another good body shot by Joe Joyce. Christian Haber taking another knee. 7, 8. He's stand up now. He's back on his feet again. Joe Joyce is looking at blood. Right hook, left hook, right uppercut. 1, 2. Good by Joe Joyce. Jab. 1, 2. Jab. Right hook. Okay. This Christian Haber's out. He's out. That's it. Christian Haber, again, another knockdown. He's shaking his head thinking, how long do I have to take this on? He's back up again. Joe Joyce, another looping right hand, but keeps missing. Joe Joyce backs him up into the corner. 1, tap, tap. Oh, left hook to the body. The referee says no more. Joe Joyce defeats Christian Haber. 4th round stoppage. First couple of rounds, it was looking a bit hairy, but what a knockout! Joe Joyce didn't look amazing. Switched on in the last couple of rounds, but he switched on at the moment that Christian Hammer lost a lot of energy, lost a lot of stamina. Even though it's an early stoppage, I don't think that this was an outstanding performance by Joe Joyce. Maybe I'm being highly critical. Maybe I'm expecting more from Joe Joyce. But if this is, guys, if AJ was in that ring, a hungry AJ was in that ring, he would have took out Christian Haber within 1 round. 1 round. Maybe 2 at max. So the fact that this was dragged on a bit, I know it's 4th round stoppage, but it was not an outstanding performance by Joe Joyce. Let me know what you guys think. I might be a bit highly critical of Joe Joyce. Hammer should have ordered, yeah. Joe will KO, yeah, absolutely. The fight can't go past the 6th. Big deep breaths already from both fighters, absolutely. Already from both, yeah. this ends this round. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Raj. It was a 6 out of 10 performance from Joyce. Nothing to well, I'd say a 5 out of 10 because of the opponent that he's facing was Christian Hammer, and I would have put Christian Hammer in my top 20, and I put Joyce in my top 10. So if we're really thinking about it, I'd say this is a 5 out of 10. From the shots that he was getting caught with in the round one, and how clean he was getting caught with it, I'd say it's a 5 out of 10. So Joyce's manager is getting excited. Ismail Salis is excited as well. Another win for the Juggernaut, but I'm not convinced he's ready for a world title. But maybe it's a case where he's been out the ring for so long, or long enough for him to start off a little bit on the slower side. And I'm going to give him that leeway. But in this fight and the Takam fight, are we seeing a decline in Joe Joyce? Interesting. In the beginning, haven't done well, but Joe Joyce is doing a madness at the moment. Absolutely. Absolutely. Richard Woodhill's saying things like, yo, he's got to avoid those looping right hands, but he's got, like, I'm not being funny. Like, he's got, like, he should have done that in this fight because he's not a young fighter. You can't just say in the future, if you're going up for a world title, you can't be doing all of these mistakes. You can't say stuff like that, man. You can't. Because he's at what, 36, 37 years of age? Not being funny. If he wants his world title shot next, regardless of whether it's Usyk or Joshua, he's going to get knocked out. Well, Usyk is getting outpointed, and if it's Joshua, he's getting knocked out. And I don't think that I would ever predict a knockout against Joe Joyce, but the shots he was getting caught with in this fight, I think that AJ, a person with a lot of power, Deontay Wilder, a person with a lot of power, could cause Joe Joyce a lot of problems. I think his punch resistance is weakening to an extent, but I don't know. Maybe I'm over. I'm becoming extremely harsh with Joe Joyce. Maybe. Let me know what you guys think. I could be bugging. With a standard win, nothing special. White would KO Joe Joyce. I would not have thought that before this fight, but after watching this fight, I can see why. I thought that if AJ was to beat Joe Joyce, it would be on points. He will outpoint him. He will jab with. But this version of Joe Joyce, that's slower, that's a little bit more durable, less durable. Would Dillian White beat Joe Joyce? I need to see Dillian White in another fight for me to really, because that performance against Tyson Fury was woeful. So if he comes in against a top 20 level of opponent and knocks them out and looks as good as he has been in the past, then I can therefore turn around and say, you know what, he'll beat Joe Joyce. But based on the performance he put up against Tyson Fury, that remains to be seen. Maybe I want Dillian White to beat Joe Joyce, but it'd be hard making any justification towards that if he puts up that level of performance against Tyson Fury. And I'm saying Tyson Fury is a very good fighter. People say he's one of the best of all time. Watch a couple of my boxing history videos. One that's going to come out tomorrow at 3:30, and then the rest that are in the playlist. For him to get to that level, he's got to do a hell of a lot. And I'm talking Rocky Marciano, Joe Lewis, Muhammad Ali, Lennox Lewis, Jack Johnson level. He's gonna have to do a hell of a lot. Larry Holmes, bro, he's got to do a lot, man. You know, he can't just What I mean a lot, I am talking about he would have to be, well, he would have to have at least 50 fights because this is in the heavyweight, see the weaker era. It's just in the heavyweight. So we'd have to have a minimum of 50 fights, not 35. Joe Lewis had 100 fights in a good era. Let's see what Joyce has got to say. Raw, fam. Half the stadium's gone, fam. People don't want to hear what he's got to say. It's that sad. Yo, guys, I'm going to just send the link out. If anybody wants to jump on, you're more than welcome to. Oops. Let me delete that. Actually, we put it again. Hopefully that works. I think I might have accidentally cut off a letter. Actually, let me put it in again. Hopefully, I didn't take out a letter. Joyce thinks he's ready for the world stage. Not off that performance. No, he's not. Big up all the guys on Twitch as well. Don't worry, guys. I haven't neglected you. We'll be streaming a lot more on Twitch when it comes to the ESBC game. I just need to figure out how I'm going to do it still. I need to figure out how I'm going to do it. We'll have a think about it. Cesaro will never out Pulev. That's true. I agree. Frank Warren says Joe will be out next in the 4th of September against who? They're like, you can't, brother, you can't do this. 4th of September, bruv, you can't just say. This is like saying, I'm going to go out on a date, guys. If Frank Warren is saying that Joyce is going out September of the 4th, that's exactly like saying, I'm going out on a date on Tuesday at 6 o'clock, right? Who's your date? Don't need to worry about that for now. We'll figure it out afterwards. But I'm definitely going out on a date Tuesday, 6 p.m. So as if you call the person and you call your date and see, oh, are you available Tuesday, 6 p.m.? Nah, I could only do Wednesday, 7 p.m. Oh, fam, can't, that's it, fam. Oh, blood, we already booked up the venue. Blah, blah, blah. Bruv, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is some stupid foolishness, man. They're talking about Usyk Joshua, winner in the next few months. Always love a dreamer. Always love a dreamer. Frank Morris says his title will be up for grabs. It's crazy. Because I don't know where they get that information from. Hey yo, man thinks he's gonna get a title shot in the next few months. Look, are they thinking about? Hold on. Are they thinking about September the 4th for title shot? With who? With what? Title? Title shot next few months, mate. Ain't no title shot that's gonna come in the next few months. Do you want to know why? Well, the only title shot, to be fair, that could come out in September is How long September the 4th? How many weeks is it away? How many weeks is it away? Let me just check Dr. Google, fam. How many weeks until September 4th? About 9 weeks and 1 day. You've got 9 weeks and 1 day. That means you would have to announce whoever you're fighting now in order for you to fight September the 4th if it's against a top level opponent. Otherwise, you ain't fighting a top level opponent, you're going to fight a bum. And if you're fighting September the 4th, I'm not being funny. That means, hold on. Yeah, if you fight September the 4th, that means you can't fight it after that for the rest of the year if it's against top level opponent. So he's not getting a title shot until 2023 at the earliest. Because if I'm using my logic, guys, let's do the maths. September the 4th is 9 weeks and 1 day away. That's a full camp. If you are fighting the top level of opponent, where you would have to negotiate and announce that today. If you start negotiating, and it takes 2-3 weeks to do that, or a month to do that, what? So you got what? 5 weeks camp. Who's he gonna fight 5 weeks, bruv? Guys, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Matt is over, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but at least it is for me, because I wanted to see Joyce in it a bit longer and see how he is in the later stage of Rob. Maybe we get a full tuning out. But yeah, it's over. Rod, you know what it is, bro. This bro, someone doubled Frank's bruv. I swear to God, yeah. Swear. Man said we are good. Hold on. Mate, I love listen, I am thankful we've got something called a calendar and Google to tell us how many weeks that there are from now until September the 4th. I'm just using my intuition, bro. I use my calculator. Oh no, September 4th. 9 weeks away. And you want to title fight in the next couple of months. That don't add up. Fam. I'm mate. Delusions of Ganja. Mate, he's on rocks, mate. I don't know what he's on. Basically, they are looking for a can to fight in September to add another easy win to the CV. Basically, if we're being as honest as possible, basically, based on the information that Frank Warren gave. Oops, I forgot to change around already. See, we're so busy getting excited about the fight, but we need to chase around. Is what it is. Pulev take 4 uppercut from Joshua and nothing happened. Dillian White take 1 against Fury and he gets knocked out. That's true. In terms of uppercut, I agree. Pulev could take an uppercut more than Dillian White, granted. But if I have to say it's a better fighter, it would be one. It's my boy Dylan. Fam. Frank Warren is funny, bro. Frank Warren cracks me up. God bless calendars and time management, because I love calendars, man. This is why. Do you know what? I love Google as well, because if it weren't for Google, we would have been thinking, oh, maybe that's 12 weeks away, or maybe that's like we would have got it completely off. Oh, it's 12 weeks away. If they negotiate a good fight with a top level fighter in 3 weeks, maybe we could get it done. But too many pills for old lad Warren. Paul Sod still thinks it's April. Diddy versus Pilla will be a mad fight. Absolutely, I agree. Guys, hold on. Let me just put. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's think about it. If you have a title fight in 4 months, or sorry, in 9 weeks, the only person he could fight in 9 weeks for a title fight is Tyson Fury. That's the only person he could fight. Because Tyson Fury, if he boxes 2 weeks after Anthony Joshua boxes against Alexander Usyk on the 20th of August, that will make it one. That'll make it 2 weeks after that fight. That means that Fury will be well rested for unification bout. Or if he beats Joyce, he'll be prepared well for an undisputed bout. That could very well be the case. But we would have to hear rumblings of that for quite some time. We would have to hear it for like a considerable amount of time. If nobody in the boxing world has heard any dealings with Tyson Fury or Joyce, it's not gonna happen. Maybe I'm bugging. That's the only way you get a title fight in the next 4 months. That's the only way. Because you can't do it against AJ. So you want AJ to and Usyk, the winner, to fight on the 20th of August, and then 2 weeks later fight Joyce. I mean, if it's Alexander Usyk, it's not really going to make much of a difference unless he wins by stoppage against Anthony Joshua. He doesn't get any bruises. He's all cool, which is highly doubtful. But let's say that is the case. To fight Joyce a couple of weeks later, all you got to do is jab and move, slip his shots, clip him a couple of times, and darts running for 12 rounds. That's the only way. But I'm just thinking about it from the dates perspective. Is Hammer and Joyce finished already? Absolutely, bro. It's finished. Listen, guys. I'm gonna fill you in here. This is how the fight went. First 2 rounds, Joyce was getting clipped from looping right hands by Christian Hammer. He looked rough, Joyce, first couple of rounds. Third round, he really picked it up back, Christian Hammer onto the ropes. Christian Hammer just looked dragged. He was huffing and puffing. He put on too much weight effectively and ate too much pies. Fourth round, that's the end of the third round. A couple of he got dropped on the last second of the third round. Following from that, the fourth round, he got knocked down a few times for just body shots, and the last time, he went on the floor, took a knee, and the referee just said, "You know what? Forget it, bro. Let's just call it a day." That's how the fight went. Joyce came out of this injury free, so it's a very doable. Who's Wally fighting? He could be an option. Good question. Who is Otto Wally fighting? I love Boxrec as well. Everybody, if you can, shout out Boxrec. Whoa! Whoa. Guys, if you see what I see, hold on. I'm going to share my screen. I am going to share my screen. I promise you guys, you lot are going to share window. This one. Bro, hold on. Are you lot see what I'm seeing? Hold on. Are you lot see what I've seen? Let's just go back a bit. Hold on. Fam. Are you lot see what I've seen? Fam, there is a lady here, yeah? Lena Shatanakova, fam, with a shotgun in her hand. The fuck? This is a box wreck. Hold on, I want to know who she is, fam. Now I'm intrigued. Okay, she looks innocent in this picture. Cool. What? Okay, so she's a light flyweight, Ukrainian southpaw. Ah, she might be on this. Okay. Career from 97 to 2005. She's retired in 2005. Okay, her last fight. Wow, okay. Bloody hell. Are you not see what I've seen? Now, I've run this advert. This woman just popped up on Boxrec with a shotgun in her hand. Fucking hell. Anyway, let's go back. Otto Wally. Let's just type it in. Otto Wallin. There he is. Otto Wally, 24 wins, 1 loss by, of course, Tyson Fury. 40 by way of knockout. Cool. He's just coming off a good win against. Bro, fuck off, bro. Hold on. How do I get this? Nah, bro. Bro, how do I get rid of these idiot ads, bro? Hey, this is annoying, you know? Hold on. Fam, this is jarring, man. Sorry, guys. Yeah, he's fighting Ryder. He fought Ryder Booker on the 25th of May. When was the 25th of May? 25th of May was about a month ago. His last fight was a month ago. It's possible. It's possible. Yeah. Who else is not for? Good question. Let's look at the heavyweights. Of course, Joyce is ranked number 7. We'll change to that. I want to find out Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker is on Sky. That's not fights that happening. Dillian White, that could happen. But with Frank Warren, I doubt that will take place. Anthony Joshua's faced in Alexander Usyk. Tyson Fury is retired. Deontay Wilder is doing albums. Michael Hunter might be fighting. I saw it the other day. Michael Hunter. Oh, the message someone on Twitter. Who's Michael Hunter potentially looking to fight? Michael Hunter was looking to fight Joseph Parker, I think. Chisora is facing Pulev next week. Could fight Joe Joyce in September, to be fair, but he signed to Eddie, so don't make no sense at 258. Don't make any sense. Luis Ortiz is scheduled to fight. Is it scheduled? Hopefully scheduled by now. Andy Ruiz, September the 4th. That's our luck. So we go down the list a bit further. Marta Bacoli. What is the point? Pointless. Marta Bacoli. Frank Sanchez, good fight for me. Otto Wallin, good fight. Robert Helenius, pointless. Tony Yoka, pointless. Daniel Dubois, not good for Daniel Dubois right now. And everybody else. Maybe the winner of Pulev Chisora could be the person who judges space next. Could be. I think that's a decent takeover fighter, whoever he wants to face next. In terms of rankings, it doesn't really make much of a difference because he's already oops. We're back up. Okay. Just coming off Twitch now. So now it's live with YouTube and Twitter. She's front line for Ukraine because yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Ryder Booker have Iron Heads ask Pulev. Rodeo Booker have Iron Head. Ask Pulip. That may be the case. That may be the case. Do you know who would be a good fight? I think Joyce is in a tough situation, but who does he fight? Deontay Wilder's the only person. The only person. But anyway, guys, I might call it a day. I think we'll be streaming for an hour 10 minutes. Let me know. Should we do another live midweek next week? Maybe sometime. What day can I do it? Maybe Wednesday. Oh no, Wednesday. We'll see. If you guys want to see a stream next week, we'll have to think about it and get back to you guys. New video will be out tomorrow as well. Shall I do a reaction to this? Nah, probably not. It's pointless, man. If you were here, you were here. If you haven't done it already, subscribe to Off the Canvas Boxing. Live the video. Bruv, my head's gone. Like the video, guys. Peace, love, and prosperity. And I'm going to see you next week for the Richard Zora versus Group Pula fight live. So, my Bulgaria brother. I forgot your name, bro. My Bulgaria brother. Mario. I literally thought it was Mario, but I didn't want to take the piss. Yeah, Mario Rusev. I'll see you next week, bro. Yeah. Watchalong is coming to take your boy's head off, bro. Yeah, anyway, peace. Oh, Raj says you never walk alone. Raj, can't lie. I ain't back in that one. Can't wait for next week's show. Absolutely. Gotta go. Peace and prosperity. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Peace.